The Lake Forest Podcast is supported by viewers, listeners, and businesses just like you. Michelle Parno has lived and worked in Lake Forest for over 2 decades. Michelle's lending experience, when combined with her real estate expertise, makes her an invaluable asset to her clients as they navigate their home buying or selling process. Call Michelle now at 847-528-8721, 847-528-8721. For the best cannabis in the world, look no further than Iliad Epic Grow. Owned by Lake Bluff's own Rich Ruzich, they are a cannabis cultivation center focusing on hard-to-find small batch products that will delight both the occasional user and ganjier. When visiting Michigan, ask for it by name. Epic Products, exceptional process. For more information, email info@iliadgrow.com. Laracy & Company CPAs, founded in 2010 by Lake Forest's own Brian Laracy, specializes in tax preparation and bookkeeping services. Earning the People Love Us on Yelp award, their process is straightforward. Just upload, review, and file. For a free quote, visit LaracyCPA.com now. That's LARISEYCPA.com. I'm excited to share with you something special from our Lake Forest community, the Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa, located at 775 North Bank Lane in Lake Forest near Wisconsin Avenue. This just isn't any spa. They offer an amazing blend of traditional spa services plus the added benefit of medical procedures and treatments. In a relaxing and luxurious spa environment, you can enjoy a range of cosmetic and aesthetic treatments. These are all performed under the supervision of top medical professionals. The Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa provides skin care, facial rejuvenation, body contouring, laser hair removal, Botox, dermal fillers, chemical peels, and much more. What's great is that each treatment is tailored not just to enhance your appearance, but also to address specific skin concerns and to promote overall well-being. So if you're looking to pamper yourself and take your beauty routine to the next level, give the Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa a call at 224-768-8028 or visit them at their location on North Bank Lane. It's an experience your skin will thank you for. We'd also like to say we're thankful for our Patreon supporters, Otto, John C., Helen, Herrick, and J.M.
All right.
Where are you at?
I'm on the road. And there's construction in the room next to me, so you're going to hear, can you hear that?
Just a little pounding, that's all. So Joe,
what I can do though?
What's going on?
Well, I mean, a lot of stuff happening, both for the November election and then the municipal elections in April already.
Well, let's start local.
I don't know where you want to start. Start local.
Branch out to national.
Well, I mean, you know, we've been talking about it for 2 years, it seems like, but, you know, Randy Tack is up for re-election as mayor of Lake Forest, and the caucus is, has recommended his re-slating. I guess, I don't know if that's the proper term, slating, but, so that meeting to ratify him and the alderman is on October 30th at Gorton Center. It's not a meeting, it's a vote, really. And it's from 2 to 8. You can show up anytime between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. at Gorton Center. Any registered voter in Lake Forest is eligible to do that. And I guess you vote yes or no on each candidate is my understanding what they're doing this time. So, I don't see why anyone should vote no on Randy. I think he's done a good job, but, I know there's some doubters and some haters out there from the last election. I know they've tried to do a lot of outreach to a lot of those folks to try and unify the city, but we'll see. We'll see. There is the day before a meet the candidates at Gorton as well, the 29th. I don't have that time in front of me. I think it's at Gorton. I assume it's at Gorton, but we'll put more details up on that. And I urge everyone, follow the caucus on Facebook. They post all that stuff on their Facebook page. So you can follow that right away.
What more can the caucus do to appease the opposition group?
I don't know anymore. I think it's a challenge, and people are going to have to decide for themselves what they do or don't do. I mean, I think the city is very well run. Okay. And you look at the satisfaction of most residents in all those surveys, it's very well run. And the ultimate survey 2 years ago, which was, Randy got 60% of the vote. Most candidates would kill to get 60% of the vote. So I think it's fine. I think, again, lowest tax rate in Lake County of any municipal government, lowest property tax rate, and a AAA bond rating. It doesn't get any better than that.
Well, they're just looking at what else can they do? They put freaking Melanie Rummel and Sue Sailor Daly, the Benedict Arnold of the caucus, on that group to fix the bylaws. Hey, wait, somebody just snuck in the room here. You smell that?
What we got?
It smells like Skoo.
You
Skoo
got Skoo?
Walker.
What up?
Come on, man. Ain't been that long.
Where is he? I don't see him.
Trying. Give me a break here.
What's up, Mr. 30-year man?
Yeah.
Skoo Studio.
What up, fellas?
We're just chatting. Same old. Oh, Indiana University.
I'm sorry. Hang on a
Undefeated.
second. My neck hurts.
You're the hosers.
I didn't know Indiana had a football team till this year.
Get used to it, Joe.
Just like the Loyola.
In this new big in the big 18 or whatever it is now.
That's right. Making a mark.
Yeah. Liberty, when my kid's school, Liberty is undefeated, trying to get that group of 5
Crew.
dad. Was that? Are you a Hoosier daddy?
I am a Hoosier daddy, actually.
Yeah.
Hoosier mama.
Fordham, the pride of the Bronx. Nothing like going over to the Bronx.
Big week for Indiana, though, Pete.
Why?
They're playing Nebraska, and our buddy will be calling it.
Oh
Yeah, from we lives in Lake Bluff, if I recall. But
Come on,
Connor.
Connor. Unfortunately, he'll be calling a bad, a Nebraska loss. But
Indiana, they're putting up points. I'll give you that, Skoo.
remember that name, Signetti.
How's the basketball team looking for this year?
They're looking prime, Joe. Ready to take out everyone. Hoping they can get a non-conference with a small school like Liberty to spank them.
Hey, hey, we went from being Division 3 to being on the New Year's 6 game in less than 15 years. So, and in the NCAA and in March Madness too. We were in March Madness a couple of years ago. So, advanced to the second round, I believe.
What conference?
Conference USA, but I think they're trying to get into the ACC.
It's amazing what a little money will do. So how about Miss 30-year man and the connection between Joe Weiss? There was a nice.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's your daughter. She did a nice job.
Yeah, she. I let her do her thing.
From her mom,
and her teacher, the journalism teacher there. I can't remember his name offhand, but does a nice job there with the class. And
daughter was
all I did.
Forest Scout editor or whatever they call them.
Yeah, the school. I guess it's not really a newspaper anymore. That's just online now. They don't bother printing a newspaper. These kids have no idea what a newspaper is anymore.
Yeah, kudos to her. She took a schmuck like me and made me look good.
It took a little work. It took her a while to write.
I told her, just make me look cool. What movie was that, Pete? Oh. Come on.
Just make me look cool? Tell me, Skoo.
Give you a hint. The band was what was the band? God, I'm spacing out. My age is killing me. It was back in the early 2000s. Almost Famous.
Almost Famous.
Remember the kid was interviewing the lead guitar and just make me look cool.
I believe that was at Lounge X.
Your movie trivia is very good. I'm impressed.
Great movie.
You know what's really
Joe,
good?
you've watched it.
I refer to you now as Skoo Studio, and I told that to a mutual friend of ours. I probably doesn't want me saying his
Joe
name, but
Severino.
no. It's let's just say, well, if I say it, if I
I
give
saw
any
his
clue,
ad looked good.
he has an ad.
Oh,
I
come
hope
on.
he pay. I hope he
Come
paid it
on.
up front for it. He still
Come on,
owes the Genesee.
Joe.
He still owes the Genesee Theater money for his last campaign, but that's neither here nor there.
I got my earpiece and it's not working.
You don't
No,
need it. You don't need it, Skoo. This show
I'm
isn't
high
known
tech.
for its
You guys are
production.
so high tech now.
Oh, we are.
well, I this is a hearing aid. No, but I mentioned, I said every time I say your name, I think of that Phil Collins song, Susu Studio, and so
That that
Skoo
that
Studio.
song kind of like jumping the shark.
Yeah, but
You
yeah,
had
in the
good music.
'80s,
That kind of threw him
well,
into
because you couldn't go 10 seconds in the
right,
'80s
Pete? Come on, Pete.
without hearing a Phil Collins or Genesis song, right? I mean, he was everywhere back then. But there's a movie reference that song comes out and that someone reminded me of. Do you know what movie it was used in and
No.
what the scene was?
What was it?
American Psycho.
That's a good movie. If you're
Just
psycho.
just remember that scene with Susu Studio, and I won't describe the scene here.
You hear that? That's another.
Oh, he's chopping her up.
Yeah,
Come on, Joe. It's not like you can go over the ledge and start talking about stuff like that.
let's just say it was a very violent scene
Oh, you hear that? That's another
for
list
mature
fell
audiences.
off. So what?
But a certain mutual friend of ours whose initials are AG reminded me of that song when I mentioned.
All good. So a couple things going on, Skoo. Before you got here, we were talking about Randy Tack. He was getting anointed again by the caucus, and then it turned into what else can the caucus do to appease these people that just wake up hating for a
Ignore
living?
him.
You put Melanie Rummel and Susan Saylor Daly, the Benedict Arnold of the caucus, to help figure out the guidelines. What else can you do? Just saying.
I don't know.
Okay.
What was it?
Can I quote you on that?
What is it? The wolf in the chicken house?
I don't know. I mean, they still got that stupid timer up. Can they take the timer down?
What timer?
They got a timer that says minutes, hours, days, or whatever until the caucus bylaws are taken care of.
Did they get the website fixed? Obviously, that's
I have no idea. It came up. I looked and I saw the timer was going. Then I saw Susan Saylor Daly was on the thing, and
isn't she one of your favorites?
oh, I was my old boss on the caucus.
Don't you have a boss? Don't you have to get paid to have a boss?
Well, you're supposed to. A boss is somebody that is above you in a hierarchy that should be passing along information to help get things better. And she was in a position of influence to make things better. Did nothing, quit, and now is doing this type of stuff. So maybe she is the smart one.
Okay.
I don't know. Whatever. So we're getting into October. They finished that pathway at the beach. Is that true? Didn't they have?
I guess I haven't been down there. I'll probably get dizzy.
I heard
down
they
that
had a
thing.
grand opening on I believe Sunday.
Oh.
My son was home from college, so we had other things planned, so I wasn't able to join. But I heard it was a very grand affair.
People walk. Why are they waving? I mean, you're
Because
not
they know
live,
because
are
you got the on-air light going on.
Oh, you do? Okay, that's why I'm wondering. That guy's got a headpiece and he looked up and waved.
Did they put the speed bump in front of your house on Oakwood?
Not yet. Still 30 years.
Oh, down, you mother!
30 years trying to get it. I just stand out in front now.
If you get one, all you're going to hear all night is boom, 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 boom.
Nah, no, those are quiet. You hear the ba-bump if it's they're speeding, which is a daily thing. The worst is the school buses.
Oh,
They torqued it up to about 60 going down here.
are anybody
Crazy.
on those buses?
No one's on the buses, but they sure slam on the brakes when there's a kid out waiting for the bus. It's like, get on.
They're like, wait, there's somebody. In your day,
That-
Skoo.
referencing another movie, Forrest Gump.
Again, I think
Fried shrimp,
you
shrimp
should do a
soup.
you could do a movie review podcast, Skoo.
What's
Movies
your
and
name?
music.
I'm Forrest
No,
Gump. Forrest Gump. Get on.
bro. Well, they made a reference to Lieutenant Dan, that poor dude that stayed on his boat in Florida during the hurricane.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah,
The two hurricanes.
yeah. Hopefully, Lake Forest South East is okay.
Naples dodged the bullet. They just had some water by the beach. I think it went further north, like Bradenton or Tampa. I'm not.
Joe,
I
you're
heard.
in a new venue.
I'm in someone's office today. I'm in beautiful city of Rockford, Illinois
It's
today
in
for
the
work. So
correction facility. Are there any
I
buildings left
should
in
be.
Rockford?
Rockford.
They're building a nice building downtown. Like I think they're trying to gentrify downtown Rockford, like downtown
I take
Chicago.
it back. I played over the summer at their Arboretum. Is that how you say it? Arboretum?
I think it's Arboretum, Pete.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was a nice place out there. 100-degree heat. Loved it.
That's a long haul.
It's a long haul for the band,
Putting the
and
bass on the back and heading west.
I got wherever the subways or arboretums. Um,
It is a long haul to Rockford. You basically have to drive to O'Hare and then drive up 90 to get there.
Or you take 176 till it
yeah,
ends. Cut
And
over.
that's 45 more. I did that once, and it's 45 more minutes than taking the tollway to O'Hare and bouncing back up on 90. I've tried both ways, and it's faster on the doing it this
It's a
the
nicer
way I just
little
did.
view. You can stop, get some apples, maybe a pumpkin.
When I'm coming here for work, I ain't in for a nice view or stopping for apples. I want to get in and out.
hey Joe, just a little advice: don't completely stop at the stop signs.
Slow to observe police.
Just saying. Couple things I want to bring up. Skoo may want to bow out or edit on this, but
Ah,
no, no,
okay.
no, what? Well, the school keeps coming up with stuff. They had some guy hanging out by the yard there, and at least they found him. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Weiss?
Yeah, I just saw your friend Jonah Meadows wrote an article about it in the Patch. Um, that I guess there was a book fair going on there, and a guy who's on the sex offender list was going to the book fair, but it's within under the law. Registered sex offenders cannot be within a certain number of feet of a school, and a parent noticed him, knew that he was on the sex offender list, took a picture, and
Dang.
called the police, and that triggered a whole thing. And I guess the school district's taking crap for not notifying people ASAP about it. I don't know how quickly the school district knew. What I guess it's that
What could
old
they have
question:
possibly
what did
done?
they know and when did they know it? It's one of those. I don't know.
More stuff for parents' care, I guess.
Well, what they should do, last year there was a story in the paper about I shouldn't say paper. Like I said, nobody reads the paper anymore.
Oh,
But
except the Lake
there
County
was
Gazette when Joe Weiss speaks.
I haven't been in the Gazette in like 2 months. I must have ticked them off. But there was a
Where's your
story
building
last.
located?
What?
The
The
interweb.
Gazette. Is that in Waukegan?
The
Where
Gazette?
I am right now? The Gazette.
No, they're like Oak Brook Terrace.
I don't ask questions about the Gazette. I
Just
just
have someone
I
rolling
don't
the
ask any
paper?
I don't ask any questions. I think a Lake Forest resident helped pays for the Gazette, though.
Yeah, who's that?
I think the Mr. Uline helps pay for
Dick.
that. But
Really?
yeah, I think he's involved in that.
Oh, good for
my
him.
understanding.
Good for
But
Hang on, I got a fact check.
no, back to
Hang
the
on.
story. There was a registered sex offender drove around Lake Forest Academy, and they have those license plate reading things, and
Love those
because
things.
it flagged it immediately, LFPD got out there, arrested
Oh,
the guy, and case closed. Maybe they should put license if this is a problem, if we're concerned about this.
I think it should be put
Maybe
on
we
Oakwood
should
Avenue.
they should get those what are they flock cameras, I believe is our subdivision has one, a
No
couple other
flucking way.
subdivisions. And that if there's somebody, that's wanted by the police, or an Amber Alert or whatever those things are, the license plate reader flags it and notifies the police instantly.
Long
So
story short, well, they're ragging on the school. What else can they do? They got the guy out, right? End of story. EOS.
yeah, I mean, it's just they've had a string of bad luck
How's the
there,
school
and
involved?
well, because he was near the school. That's why he was arrested, because he was near Deerpath School, and he was
Next,
attending a book fair. Where I don't know where the book fair was. That's the part. Was the book fair at
Probably the
at
rec
the
center.
rec center? Okay,
yeah, he was flipping books. He was buying them there
that's
and then selling them online.
but
All
that's
right.
How's that
why
the
they have a
school's fault?
law.
How's that the school's fault?
It's not. other
Okay, that's
other than maybe they should put a flock camera up to catch these guys. I don't know. I mean,
My
that's
private.
just a thought.
All right, next thing on the list.
You have no privacy when you're in public.
Oh,
Just
okay.
so you know that.
Thank you. Unfortunate incident. Boat in Lake Forest off the shore there. What's anybody hear what happened on that?
Catamaran?
Yeah.
Was that in Chicago?
It was in Lake Forest.
Oh, it was. I
And
thought
it was a Lake
from
Forest. It was a Lake
from Lake
Forest
Forest.
resident. I don't know the name. I don't know if they've disclosed the name, but they said it was a Lake Forest resident, and his wife called the police saying, "Hey, he was supposed to be back at whatever time, and he's not back yet." And then they, the fire and rescue went out. They had a drone find the catamaran about 5 miles out from the shore, but he wasn't with it. And
Well, it was rough seas, and I guess
Coast Guard was out there too with the helicopter. And
you want
I
to
haven't
go.
heard anything in a day. I heard this all happened on Sunday,
Right.
and I haven't seen any news coverage of it since Monday morning.
Well, a couple things on that. He had it out. It was rough seas. Everybody, if he knew that, but that's when you get a lot of wind. That's when you want to, run a sailboat. But he went out with no life preserver. So I'm just putting it out there. Hopefully the guy's okay. The family. I get it. The other thing is that boat we paid for came into use, right, Skoo?
Did it? Did
Yeah,
examine
they
the
they
boat?
used that boat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they it dispatched right out there. People saw it on its route there. I guess what's that Facebook group? Bill Reedy's scanner group. People will post stuff that they see, and he posts stuff from the scanner, and so people knew about it like 15 minutes afterwards.
Yeah.
So it was. I mean, I think the fire department did the best they could under the circumstances, and I'm glad it's there because they have used it to rescue other people. So I think that's money well spent.
Were people crabbing about that boat, Skoo, when the money was going out there? Because that was part of Friends of Park and Rec, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. You might want to talk to Era. Era was the mastermind getting
Yeah.
that all situated.
AG?
He knows his movies too.
Era? Come on.
We knew one movie they
Skoo,
just referenced.
Skoo, one of the more popular podcasts we've done was ranking the Lake Forest or the golf courses in the North Shore. Seriously, that's still going. That's like, who cares what we talk about now?
Passion. You had to, you hit the nerve of people.
Deerpath is a really nice golf course. I think,
It's beyond really nice.
Ooh,
yeah,
really?
I mean, and it's a public people, when you hear the phrase public golf course, you're like, but this is really nice. They did a really nice job with it. I think it's on par with a lot of
Pardon the pun.
private, A lot
I
of
wouldn't say
private
on par
courses.
with private, but it's far and above a lot of public.
Yeah. Okay.
They did a
Fair.
lot of work and you know,
What was the
saved it from walking trails.
what was the beef behind the money? Were people beefing about fixing that up, Skoo?
Not really, because a lot of the renovations came from the state when they did the viaduct thing. Which Pete, they still did you see him the other day when it rained? Not the other day. Guy was out there cranking again.
The pump, huh?
Yeah, getting the pump
Jeez.
cranked
Wait,
up.
are you talking about by 41?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the manual crank.
That little house has like 3 Pelotons in it.
Yeah, and they just get on it and they just start.
I could book a workout during the
We
next
heard a
storm.
big storm's coming.
All right.
No, it was there was a lot of controversy because you know there was a group of people that wanted walking trails. I'll leave that to your imagination. And the other group, that's 100-year-old golf course, but it was run down. The city pulled out all their maintenance people, and it was becoming, affectionately, it was always called the dog patch, and it was becoming just that. So they hired Kemper. Kemper came in and managed the golf course, this pro shop, for a couple years, and finally their contract came up, and they said, here's
They
what
renewed
we'll
it
do.
again.
They should. There should be no such renewal.
Yeah.
In perpetuity should be what it should.
Wait, Kemper should always be running that?
In perpetuity.
What the hell does that mean? I went to state.
I
Never
don't
have a
think legally
renewal.
you can.
They
I don't think legally you can't do that though. But I see your point though.
in
They do a
perpetuity.
good job. They do a good job.
It's not that they do a good job. They save the course, and they continue to save the course. The city has nothing to do with, it's all Kemper right now.
Well, Kemper does the beach too, and they get over 100 grand a year from the city to do that. And I've been complaining that should somebody local, take that over.
They've tried to get somebody local for years and years and
Yeah.
years and years, but the city just wants too much out of these people.
Well,
That's a fact. And you can't have a snack shop run by someone that, all your
it's
income
a teenager. Have you ever tried to get a snack at that place?
No, they have the facilities down there. They can have Kemper.
I'm in my beer.
If you go to Deerpath, go have breakfast or lunch there.
I'll give you that. Deerpath, they have decent stuff.
Absolutely phenomenal. And they can do that down at the beach. They can put the facilities down there and have that. They can have happy hour down there. They can have the food down there. It's just the city's got to commit to that. And if they had a true snack shop down there where you can cook stuff and all that, that place would be phenomenal. But never going to happen.
Who did you get, like Left Bank or Duffers or somebody
Left
like
Bank,
that?
and they've all tried it, and when the city's asking for a percentage that they can't do business down there, why do it?
So is the city making? Are you saying the city's making too much money off of it, or I mean, what's
No, they're not making any money out of it, Joe, because they're not paying any. Anyone that goes down there has to pay, a tax to the city. Maybe 40, 60%. I don't know what it is, but it's high enough that you can't get Left Bank down there. That'd be the perfect people to be down there.
Well, Kemper has the
These
golf
people
and
have
the
to make
beach,
money.
and the city pays out a little bit over 100 grand a year for both.
Kemper's doing it as, a nicety. That's my opinion.
All right.
But it can be phenomenal. And you let Kemper do it the right way.
So can we put like a food truck down there or something, Skoo? Come on. Left Bank had their wagon down there, didn't they, back in the day? The
It was a
Pasqueezy
bicycle.
wagon?
It was a bicycle with the thing.
A box. A good
how
old
many hot
humor
dogs can you?
box.
How many hot dogs can you fit on a bicycle?
Food trucks and why the food trucks? Here, have a taco for $40. Oh, that's a great idea.
Because you can pull up. It's hard to ramp up that shack at the beach. It's not open a lot of the time, but you can pull a truck over there. I'm
Yeah,
just happy they put a
but
path.
why not open it, Pete? Why not have the city commit to it?
I thought they committed to it by having Kemper there. No? Am I
Part of their business model is entertainment and food and entertainment stuff.
Yeah.
Why they can replicate what they have at the golf course down there. I don't know why they don't do it. I go down there for lunch,
To the
breakfast.
beach?
Why not?
Dude, you're at the golf course like every other day. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're not at the golf course every other day. No,
No.
no.
Wish I was.
Twice a week.
Maybe not
Yeah,
even, maybe
okay.
once. Maybe
All right.
once.
All right. Whatever. Dude,
No,
I drive by Deerpath. I see you out there.
You see a car with an Indiana Hoosiers bumper sticker on the back.
When do
Hosier.
you see me out there? Don't be putting me out there like I'm
Okay, what do you go to, a tanning bed?
Well, you're right.
So going around town, I don't see too many Trump signs. I see a lot of Kamalas.
I see, where there's, first of all, and I posted this.
If you go by the
article,
library, that's like Kamala.
Presidential yard signs for either candidate are a waste of time.
Yeah.
Especially in a state like Illinois, which is not a swing state. But if you go on Stonegate Road, a certain former mayoral candidate has tied to the trees at her house big Harris Walls signs. I think I sent you a picture of it, Skoo, that one of her neighbors sent to me. And
do I have to edit this?
No, not to Skoo, to Pete. Excuse me. I sent
My
it to.
question is, what are you driving around Lake Forest down secret road?
I didn't. One of her neighbors sent it to me, and I actually was at
drop-off street.
I was at. It is a. I was at that. I was at that neighbor's house the other night for a birthday party of one of the members of that family, and I saw it with my own eyes. Like, oh my God, why? Why is she wasting? I mean, it's her right. You have a right to put up signs.
I don't think so.
So that was your.
Why is she wasting? No, I was at a birthday party for one of her. I was. I can have the birthday party member vouch for that.
Why are you sitting in your car here with the lights off? I'm not going to a birthday party.
Because you can't. Yeah, as you said, it is a private street. You can't get to that house. But why is she wasting time putting up signs on a private street? I mean, I don't know. But it's her house. Maybe it's her husband that did it.
This is so exhausting.
I don't.
But back to presidential yard signs are a waste. And I saw a Trump sign on Waukegan Road.
Just presidential yard signs or all yard signs?
I think for local candidates, they can be effective in raising name ID. I read a study that it does help with name ID on down ballot.
I read a study that says.
Hey Pete, I heard a rumor, and it's a rumor.
Yeah.
I heard there might be a contested local election.
What?
Is that true?
I don't know. What are you talking about, Skoo?
I don't know. I just heard,
For mayor?
Huh?
For mayor?
I don't know.
Alderman?
I don't know. Joe, you're the isn't it too late to file or whatever?
I don't know what the deadline is. Well, the reason they're having the caucus meeting on October 30th is because the state moved the deadlines up. So that's why, because last time the caucus.
That's a false rumor.
What?
That's probably a false rumor then. What's the deadline?
I mean, well, look, that transparency group has been,
L42BQ.
The non-transparent. I mean, look, to their credit, Joe Reedy and the caucus have done some outreach and tried to reach out to people, and I don't think there's a reason why anyone should run against Randy. I think he's doing a good job, but people can run, right? I mean, if they follow the ballot rules that the state puts out for
So is
local
Melanie
elections.
running or
I don't
not?
know that. I don't know the precise deadline offhand. I do know they moved it up.
Susan Garrett said no way.
Well, if
Melanie
they do,
Cooper
they have
said
to
no.
they have to present a full slate, or they'll never ever win with one candidate.
So then they need what? 4 candidates? Is there or 5 candidates? How many wards are up this time? Are all of them up?
I think
Yeah.
a lot of them.
I mean,
Before.
there's incumbents that are running again, but the 3rd ward, there's a Air is retiring, and they selected. Unfortunately, I'm using my phone for the Zoom, so I can't pull up the email. They announced the gentleman's name.
Me, why don't you run, Joe? For the 3rd ward.
The caucus. There's plenty of people in Lake Forest.
Are you running on a separate slate, Joe?
No,
Yes,
absolutely
Joe.
not. Hell no. No, I'm supporting the caucus slate.
I'll back you, Joe.
No. I'm a carpetbagger.
Joe Weiss for mayor.
No. Hell no. Will you insure my divorce papers too? Because my wife would.
She wouldn't divorce you. She'd support you.
Skoo, I thought there was a time you were going to run. No, not a chance. No way.
Well, you were gonna back me, but
Skoo should run Skoo should run in. Well, now he has to wait till 2032 because then he could have the Skoo in 22 or Skoo in 32 slogan.
Dude, you are just marketing masterpiece.
I took a class in marketing once.
You did, I could tell. I could tell.
Today we're going to cover rhymes.
So let's just say it's Melanie. That family has cost us what? Costco? Pardon the pun there. We lost Costco because of Mike Rummel. The lawsuit over
$100 million a year.
I wouldn't mind having a nice little rebate coming back instead of an increase of $1,000 taken out. But
she should run for mayor of Mattawa because no one has done more for Mattawa than the Rummel family.
Got a point there. Skoo, your thoughts?
I'll vote for Casey.
You know what? We haven't had Casey on in a while. We should have him on. Casey
was one of the better guests you had on.
Yeah,
he's a good guy.
I
saw his brother's picture about 28 times this morning when I was driving on the tollway. So every other billboard is Brian Urlacher with that hair replacement.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you're parked outside his house.
No,
going to a birthday party.
He used to live.
Listen to show tunes.
Didn't his brother used to live in Lake Forest?
To play ball.
Brian used to live in Lake Forest. I think he's in New Mexico now.
Hey, Pete, you know what this week is?
Tell me, Skoo, what is this week?
No, what is this week?
I don't know of what.
Wildcat Meat Week.
What's that? You playing Northwestern?
Is this Libertyville?
Oh, Libertyville. Oh, Libertyville. Yeah,
Wildcat Meat Week.
Is that a term when you play Libertyville?
We feed nothing but raw meat to our offense and defensive linemen, getting them ready.
How do we lose?
Well, they had a good exhibition game against Waukegan the other night.
Wildcat Week.
Is Lake Zurich good? Did I miss something there? Did they suddenly turn good, or was that a trap game?
Lake Zurich's really good.
Okay.
If you watch the game, both offense and defensive line just blew away the Scouts' offense and defensive.
Yeah, that was a tough one. And then Stevenson, of course, those refs in the Stevenson game.
It's 5,000 kids.
I didn't go to the game, Joe. What happened?
You only go to the home games, I know. Well, they had.
No, that's not true.
You go to some of the away games?
Duly noted. We'll edit it out in post.
Joe, you coming up with some weird stuff.
Slow news week, Skoo.
There were a lot of bad calls against Lake Forest in the Stevenson game, and they kicked one of the kids
for hurting someone's feelings.
Yeah, that's stupid. And I've heard that there's a dispute of that, and John Kerr actually had a whole article about it on his Scout Report or whatever where he posts his articles, and he basically said it's a bad rule.
Yeah.
That anybody can say, "Oh, he said this," and they immediately toss you from the game. They don't conduct any investigations or anything like that, and so it's if we got a big game, if there's a good player on the other team and we're in a close game, I can just run up to the ref and say, "Well, he called me whatever racial term," and the kid automatically gets thrown out without even if there's no judge or jury on this. I guess the
I never
refs
knew that until I heard about it.
Are you telling me smack talking in a football game is you can't do?
Well, I mean, look, people should not call people racial things. When I went to Niles North, there were a lot of
Niles North.
What? There were
I don't think it's just racial.
Kids.
It's hurting feelings, as I heard it was. It's not just racial.
Oh, so you're saying sexual preference or?
No, I'm saying you can say it's not just racial comments. It's any comment
you're a jerk.
Hurts feelings.
So I could say you're a jerk and I'm kicked out of the game.
If that player feels like you've wronged him, yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a racial.
You wronged me.
I don't think it's racial.
Russell Maryland called me a white cracker.
Well, you read, Skoo, I think the best part of the game is before the game starts when you read the entire North Suburban Conference rule book. When the game starts, you get 10 minutes there. The North Suburban Conference follows these rules, and
that's a disclaimer. It's for the drunk
wives.
It's a sportsmanship announcement. I think it's like 2 sentences.
Yeah, I know, but they didn't do that back when I was playing in school, but they
should have.
They obviously have felt the need to do that. But again, yes, should people be held accountable if they say something inappropriate? Yeah, but is the place right then and there on the field without any investigation? No.
All I know is it's Wildcat week.
Yes.
And if not for a couple stumbles, this could have been an old time smackdown with Libertyville and Lake Forest, bringing up the old Smoke 'em Award.
Smoke 'em if you got them.
Wayne Whitmore Award was historically always between Libertyville and Lake Forest, and it was called the Smoke 'em Award. The winner would get the award that year, trophy and everything.
Wow.
Boy, what's the trophy?
What's not now.
Smoke 'em? I mean, smoke 'em?
No.
Smoke the Wildcats.
Smoke them like smoke, yeah.
Oh.
Like smoked salmon.
But still.
That hasn't aged well.
I tell you what, Lake Forest can cause a North Suburban upheaval with a win. Hopefully they do.
I mean, they got a good team. I mean, they've shown us this year that other than those 2 games, they've played really well. And
it's senior night.
Oh yeah, it's senior night. So that's always a nice time to honor the seniors. I mean, they got so many great. I mean, Danny Van Camp. He's the quarterback and the punter, so you never know if he's going to actually punt or pass.
Well,
in there,
every quarterback at Lake Forest has been the punter.
Oh, really?
Except for Kai Kroger.
Okay, was
Kai Kroger is the current punter, I believe, at South Carolina, and
all right.
Was a actual.
Well, Van Camp actually has done it very well. He's converted a lot of 4th downs.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Big player. And he's got a lacrosse scholarship. That was the team that won the state championship, the lacrosse team. So good for Danny.
Championships. Guess who's hosting the girls field hockey state championship?
Ooh.
Lake Forest High School.
Ooh, when and where?
On the turf.
Well, we know where.
High School.
Okay, when?
It's a couple weeks, I believe. All the fall sports are winding down.
Are you announcing that?
I am.
How do you announce that sport?
With a microphone.
Okay. I'll have to go and watch because I've never seen it.
Yeah, you should have came and watched the last week's game before the football game. Number one played number two.
Don't you get the it's the same ticket, right? If you get there, I think it's
I
on the
don't know how
same.
that works, but New Trier played Lake Forest last week. Number one was New Trier. Number two, Lake Forest. Went
I'll
into overtime.
I'll head
Fantastic
over.
game.
Who won?
New Trier, but
Hey,
they're ranked nationally, and Lake Forest played great. Took them
New
to
hey,
Trier's
overtime.
always spent money on that sport.
Got to come out and watch the field hockey. They're all the fall sports are
well,
winding down, but doing great.
the foot. When does basketball get going?
Usually November, late November,
Okay.
Thanksgiving
Any,
tournaments.
how's Ace doing at Clemson? Anybody? It's just
I heard he got hurt with his back or something last year. Didn't play or
okay.
redshirted, but
Okay.
or he might have played a couple games. Not sure.
Check that. Anybody coming up that we should be paying attention to, Skoo? And then follow up with how many games you need to win to get in the playoffs? 6 for the football?
Well, they're five right now, so they're eligible.
So 5 is eligible?
Six guarantees it, I think.
Okay.
So they have Libertyville and Mundelein.
And they dropped
Five
how
makes you eligible. Then you have to have the points. I think they have enough points, but you never want to be on the fence with 5 wins,
okay.
hoping to get in.
But when the playoffs start, they drop down in size, right? From what to what?
I think they go
6A?
to 6A.
Yeah.
No, maybe 5A.
Well, they're at 6A and they drop to
Well,
5A?
they're not anything. They're. I mean, the whole North Suburban is a hodgepodge of 8A, 7A.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They might drive to 6A. I thought Libertyville and Lake Zurich are 6 or 7A. They're one below it.
Okay.
That's based on what, the school population, or
Yep. So they'll drop down, but they should steamroll through that unless they get. But it's hard to get for that. It's hard for Lake Forest because they can get steamroll through the playoffs, and then you have to deal with teams like East St. Louis and
Oh,
all those good teams are small schools. So it's almost like a victory if you get to at least the quarterfinals, because then the teams in front of you are like,
East
real
St.
good.
East St.
I
Louis. I mean,
think East St. Louis is that
I've been to East St.
drops
Louis.
down.
so it's
There's
Chevy
some other
Chase.
big school football names. Not the eight like the 8A schools,
How,
but
how are they always so good? I can't figure that out. If it's such a poor community, but that is that where they put the money in? I
who's
don't.
that?
East St. Louis.
They've always been.
Yeah,
I know
Far
they've
because
back
when
always
as
I
I
been.
can
played, I'm
remember,
like,
it's always been that way. And
Yeah,
they
they've always.
stockpile. They have seems like every year they have 5 or 6 scholarship players.
yeah, yeah.
But
There's been some NFL players out of East St. Louis, if I recall.
they're out of Lake Forest. The NFL
I'm
thing.
going to go out on a limb here that East St. Louis has had more, but I could be wrong.
No, you're probably right.
Well, 99 on Notre Dame. That's the one that we're going to be looking out for, Skoo.
Yeah. I don't know what's he the senior or 5th-year senior now?
I think so.
No.
Because of COVID.
I don't really follow. Just I don't follow Notre Dame.
What are you talking about? Skoo, you know how you can tell if somebody went to Notre Dame?
Huh?
Do you know how you can tell if someone went to Notre Dame?
Yeah, they tell you.
Yeah. Or Loyola.
Really? You at the Notre Dame?
Or District 219. Where's it 214?
Yeah, they're struggling this year.
219.
Still not the
Who,
best
Niles?
football team in Indiana, though.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame.
I mean, come on.
Just saying. Just saying.
Huskies.
So coming up, it's the fall. The air is a little bit crisper now. You get the weird clouds and all that. That means that we have Thanksgiving coming. We got the tree lighting coming.
Halloween, Pete.
Halloween. We got to discuss our favorite candies on another show. Oh boy, here we go. Put your pants on. Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Don't give me the Jester bull. Oh God.
Oh, yes. Can I share some candy with you?
Go to this.
Oh,
The worst. Oh God.
Oh, so good.
Skoo, I'm glad you stopped by.
The chocolate ones are good because then you do this. You bite a chocolate off and you get that extra sugar.
I need an insulin shot.
Pete, this was full the other day.
Yeah.
So good. Tuck, do you want one?
Just
you give it to your dog?
Oh my God. He loves them.
no.
Say hi to Tucker.
What up, Tuck?
Hey,
Hi, you've
Tucker.
grown.
Don't
Look,
eat that stuff,
there's
Tucker.
you.
Insist on good food.
Pete, I
Just
thought you liked these.
oh,
My recollection is you at Halloween like these things.
Skoo, we can go to the video. I'll put the link right here of where we went through every type of Halloween candy and ranked the worst ones. And I believe candy corn was right there
You know what the
at
funny
the
thing,
bottom.
Pete, is this is how old I've gotten. Our street has kind of got a lot of young people on there, and I'm kind of looked at as the old guy now.
Yeah.
We were shopping the other day for candy.
Yeah.
We got bit of honey for the kids. That's a sign of, and we got a black and orange ball of popcorn that we hand out too.
And a peppermint wheel.
We have
I thought
turned
all that
into
stuff
we
went
have turned
away
into
with.
we have turned into the old house where the kids are like, stay away from that house. They're
They,
giving
they're,
bit of honey.
they're going to put the
I
little
thought all that
mark on
stuff
your.
went away when that Tylenol thing happened. Everybody had to start, wrapping the candy and all that stuff.
Yeah, bit of honey could be the worst.
No.
What's
There's
the worst?
Where do you buy bit of honey?
You can get it anywhere, Joe. You just
Oh,
got.
they got it at the Jewels.
I don't think they sell it at Jewel.
in Minnesota, of which I travel to quite a bit. They have the state's
Sorry.
largest candy store there where oh God.
I got one stuck.
But you could just go to Amazon and buy the candy by the decades, you know. So like Skoo, you go to the 40s and you can see, black licorice and all that,
Black licorice. What was the other? Root beer barrels. Those are always
Oh,
good.
I remember those.
or that powdered crap with the white stick and you just
Pete, I think you were one of those guys that had that roll of little colored sugar dots on the paper, and you just like,
no, but
remember those things?
there was
I
something
like the green one.
I think there was something else in my dots.
And what? I like the candy pops that popped in
Oh,
your mouth.
no, Pop Rocks, no,
Pop rocks.
the god awful wax filled with soda or syrup.
I remember when I was little, I have soft teeth. Every Halloween, I had to go. The next day, I'm walking over to the dentist with a Charleston chew stuck on my tooth. Can you pull this off?
Uh, Dr. Goshgarian, could you get the pliers, please?
Nothing like a.
Era, you're free around 2 o'clock. I need some help.
And then they used to tell you, you got to freeze a Charleston chew because they taste better frozen. Well, they're already hard as a rock, but put them in the freezer and then they break off like a piece of ice and you suck on that thing for about 3 hours before it goes down.
We'll leave this for the Halloween episode, but the
Marathon bars.
the
Those were
goat
good too.
the goat is Snickers. Always
Oh, those
has,
I did
always
like
will be.
marathon.
All right, Skoo, thanks for dropping by Lake Forest Podcast, Joe.
We also got potato chips handing out to the kids. We are so old. It's like sad. Stay away
Here,
from that house.
and do you hand it to him with your hand? Like, here's a chip.
Unwrapped.
No, my wife does. She has a big bowl of the candy and they dive into it. And then I come out and I'm like, hey, one at a time, one piece. Yeah.
Do you have like one of those things at the 7-Eleven in the city where it rolls the plastic thing where you dispense one at a time?
Closing. They're closing all the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, they are closing all the 7-Elevens.
They're
And
closing all the
Walgreens is
Walgreens.
closing. I hope that doesn't mean the Lake Forest Walgreens.
That'll probably be the one that'll continue to be open. Amazon's eating
Yeah,
everything.
as long as there's a member of the Walgreens family living in Lake Forest.
Tad, love you, baby. I know you're not
Never leave,
watcher.
Tad. Make sure your children stay here too.
Hey, Tad, we'd like to have you come on. Come on the show.
Didn't they have like one of the Walgreens had pigs?
I don't know. I'd like to ask one of them.
I think they had like a pigs as a pet a while ago.
I want to hear
That was a
about
big controversy.
their rough upbringing. They had to crawl up this hill to go to school.
I forgot what I came on here for.
Why? What'd you come on here for?
Came on for something.
Yeah, it must have been pretty dang important here.
Well, you sidetracked me.
Here, you want me to sit back and
It was
take some Mylanta and it'll come to you.
Libertyville,
Yeah.
Joe. Come on. Something else going on in the city.
Caucus. We talked about the caucus.
The police station?
The cell phone tower.
Oh, I did have something about the cell phone tower, and I had something about the berm. Joe, who's that lady that keeps sending us stuff that won't come on? That's not even
I have
funny,
been
too.
told by several people that
Sorry about that. I had a connection. I'll take a cell tower in my yard.
Me too. Please. I think all the people there's apparently an online petition against it. I really think, first of all, how many people
signed
signed
that
box
in my backyard?
How many people signed that online petition on their cell phone?
Just saying.
Just saying. If you really truly don't want cell towers in Lake Forest, I think you should give up your cell phone. Just use a landline.
If no cell towers, then how do you get your service?
Exactly. I mean,
I could get service without a
bad
tower.
Wait, Skoo, you don't have a cell phone.
It's bad where
I just get bad service here, so I don't.
Oh, okay.
I have bad service too. So it's all over town. But where are they talking about putting it? On the west side, right? By the West Metro Station, I think is what I heard.
Joe, have you been speaking of the west side? West Lake Forest, Illinois, 60045.
Fake Forest, as you East Siders call us.
Have you been to the cafe yet? How about
yes.
a review of that?
Food was excellent.
What'd you have?
Debbie and I have gone a couple times, but I've heard they've had challenges getting employees, so they're closing on a couple weekdays to kind of regroup. But
I'm sure this is Elawa Cafe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Elawa Cafe. Yeah,
Pete, with your hosting. Joe's talking about Elawa Cafe.
Ella opened a cafe. It's open.
They serve
8 to 3 every day but Monday and Tuesday. But this week they closed on the weekdays because they had to prepare for weekend. Like I heard they're having trouble getting people to work there. So if anybody's looking for a job, go work at the Elawa Cafe.
Tell me the breakfast menu. Good
breakfast menu. Yes, a very good egg sandwich. Trying to remember what else now. I don't. There's bagels.
Turtle egg sandwich.
It's from leftover from the Wildlife Discovery Center. No, they have
Not funny.
And the burger. So 8 to 11 is the breakfast, then 11 to 3 is the lunch. The burgers at lunch, highly recommend.
Smash burgers or big thick ones?
They're big thick ones on a what do you call it? Brioche bun? Is that how you say it? I don't know, but
is it regular hamburger or venison?
It's a regular hamburger, but it's very fresh. The meat is very fresh.
They're not taking out Bambi to.
No. I hear some shots early in the morning.
Bunch of permits.
No.
So you would highly recommend it. Give me a star rating.
I'd give it 5 stars. 5 stars.
Dang,
it's that good. It's
throwing that out.
Yeah. The only thing is, don't go there if you're in a hurry. All right, because it takes the food is fresh. Takes time to cook fresh food. This ain't McDonald's. Um, they have if you eat there, you scan a little QR code at your table and do your order on your phone, and then they bring it right to your table. And or if you want it to go, you just order at the counter. And Laura was working there last weekend, so I can tell they're understaffed. Poor Laura has to work.
What bakery? Where are they getting their bakery product?
I don't know. Maybe we'll have Laura as a guest one week. I don't know.
Do they have good bakery stuff?
I mean, the bun on the hamburger was good. People. Somebody had the bagels and said they were good. So
more bagels in town. All right, more
go
bagels.
there, try it out. I mean, come on over. Good coffee too.
Want a good bagel, egg and cheese sandwich?
Homeless Cafe or Gerhard's?
Once upon a bagel.
Once upon a bagel.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's
good
killer.
stuff.
Yeah.
Killer, Pete.
I hear it's nice now.
That's a one biter for you, but for normal people, that's like a
hors d'oeuvre.
half-hour indulge into eating that thing. But it's a big bagel.
I've been slamming those guys. I should go back in there again. It's
what are you slamming them for?
Don't slam it. It's a local business.
Hot, bad customer service, and flies.
You're not eating the flies.
Wait. Those aren't raisins.
And they have an indoor seating area inside the building. When you go around the corner where the theater used to be and all that. That's I don't know what the name of that office building is, but they have.
No, but I know what's her name?
Movie theater, Joe.
What?
It's the old movie theater.
Yeah, I know.
That's where I watched.
Even I knew that.
I watched The Exorcist there.
I remember the movie theater. I didn't live here, but I remember the movie theater.
They had sandwich places in there with what's her face is still scared to come on.
Lake Forest.
I would know if she would come on the show.
Lake Forest Food and Wine. They used to be right where Starbucks is. That was the best wine and cheese shop ever. Highly recommend turkey and Havarti sandwich on a sourdough roll. Oof.
They catered the birthday party. You would love it in there. By Bruce's house.
You gotta go try these places, Pete, instead of blackballing because they won't come on the show. You don't need them to come on. Just
who I like that's really growing on me is Fod at the hotel. What's that hotel? The fancy
Deerpath Inn.
Deerpath Inn. Nothing better than going there at Saturday at 3:59 p.m. in the afternoon and look for the bum rush as they take the red velvet rope to get down to the bar. That's hysterical. Fod, I love you, baby.
They pour a good drink.
I go in there for the fancy umbrella drinks. He does the best job.
That's so cute.
Without a blender. He makes a
They do a good job.
Yeah.
It's a nice place.
Grub there. I wish they had backed in big ass steak sandwich.
They made it for me.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. I paid
probably
up.
Cost them it probably cost them $50 to get.
I said, "What up? Fine. Pay up.
Easy.
That's you're eating half a steer on that thing."
That was so good.
Like, hi. Oh, hear that? We just lost another listener. Skoo Walker.
What are you down to now?
Huh?
What are you down to?
Up and down. We'll get 60.
This one will go up because all you got to do is say Skoo Walker and boom. Like that article on the Forest Scout is trending if you look at the bottom, they have the trending stories. You're trending on the Forest Scout.
30 years. Don't worry, the LFR2BQ are looking in your background, Skoo.
It was all your daughter. I just provided the fodder.
All I did was give her your email address. That's all. That was my whole role. Here's his email address.
Tell your daughter that's the best chat GPT I've ever seen, and I know my chat GPT.
No, you stop.
Hold on.
They
Is that what
check
they
for-
do now?
They check that stuff at the school.
Oh, really?
They have
With
ways of
what?
check. They have checkers. Apparently, the same checker that the patch
Like the
had.
Tribune, like the patch. They check for a man bun.
What do they check? What are they checking?
They look for hair buns and pointy glasses.
Who's that?
The patch. All right, you got to get back
Who's
to
the
the
hair bun
correctional.
guy?
You have to get back to the correctional facility, Joe.
It feels like it.
What?
Some of my employees should be in a correctional.
That is some of the best corkboard I've ever seen.
You know, this is someone else's office. I have nothing to do
I
with the
really-
decor here.
You know what? Sounds like they need
Borrowing their desk. They were nice
Pete,
enough
did
to
you
let me
ever, when
borrow
you were
their desk.
growing up, did you like have in your bedroom a whole wall of corkboard? You could just put everything up, like
No, I just put it
David
right on the wall.
Cassidy
We had
posters and all
apartments.
that.
I didn't care.
You were probably
I had a
David
whole
Cassidy.
9 yards,
fan.
yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
So, what about you on the west side?
Me on the west side.
He was
Yeah.
wanting Elawa Cafe. That was what he
Oh,
was asking.
I got to
about.
go to it.
Yeah, come on by. Let me know when you're coming. I'll run over.
Tell the Elawa Cafe people we'd love to have them on the show.
We can ask Laura. Didn't you have Laura on in the old days?
Laura who?
Elawa from Laura from Elawa.
Elawa.
If it was the girl that just started there, yeah. It was
Yeah,
like the first month.
director.
She didn't even know where the washrooms were. Skoo Walker, Joe
You need to
Weiss.
do-
She does a very good job there. She does a very good job.
Pete, you need to bring back on your Mother's Trust. They got a big event coming up.
Yeah.
They got a new director too.
We're going to have Ryan from Open Lands on this month. I forgot the date we have.
Yeah, tell Ryan he's not getting none of my money from that forest preserve referendum.
No, the Open Lands has nothing to do with that. Zero. That's not the Open Lands is all private money. The Open Lands is good. Forest Preserve. No, you should vote. I'm voting no on it.
No.
I bet you are too.
No.
But
Vote no.
Open Lands has nothing to do with the Forest Preserve.
Okay, doing no.
Totally separate.
And then for those of you that haven't registered for online voting, we did the unboxing last week. If you want to
What
know
show is that, Pete?
we
With
had
Vinny Vega.
Vincent Vega, the clerk of Lake County. We opened up my online ballot and
Anthony Vega.
Anthony.
Andy's been on the show a few times now. He's a good guy. I like him. Nice guy.
He's my favorite member of the Blue Man Group. Skoo Joe Weiss. Thank you so much for.
I gotta step out.
Oh, wait, did you hear that?
That candy corn is coagulating right around my heart.
We just
right
lost another viewer.
The Lake Forest Podcast is supported by viewers, listeners, and businesses just like you. Michelle Parno has lived and worked in Lake Forest for over 2 decades. Michelle's lending experience, when combined with her real estate expertise, makes her an invaluable asset to her clients as they navigate their home buying or selling process. Call Michelle now at 847-528-8721, 847-528-8721. For the best cannabis in the world, look no further than Iliad Epic Grow. Owned by Lake Bluff's own Rich Ruzich, they are a cannabis cultivation center focusing on hard-to-find small batch products that will delight both the occasional user and ganjier. When visiting Michigan, ask for it by name. Epic Products, exceptional process. For more information, email info@iliadgrow.com. Laracy & Company CPAs, founded in 2010 by Lake Forest's own Brian Laracy, specializes in tax preparation and bookkeeping services. Earning the People Love Us on Yelp award, their process is straightforward. Just upload, review, and file. For a free quote, visit LaracyCPA.com now. That's LARISEYCPA.com.
I'm excited to share with you something special from our Lake Forest community, the Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa, located at 775 North Bank Lane in Lake Forest near Wisconsin Avenue. This just isn't any spa. They offer an amazing blend of traditional spa services plus the added benefit of medical procedures and treatments. In a relaxing and luxurious spa environment, you can enjoy a range of cosmetic and aesthetic treatments. These are all performed under the supervision of top medical professionals. The Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa provides skin care, facial rejuvenation, body contouring, laser hair removal, Botox, dermal fillers, chemical peels, and much more. What's great is that each treatment is tailored not just to enhance your appearance, but also to address specific skin concerns and to promote overall well-being. So if you're looking to pamper yourself and take your beauty routine to the next level, give the Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa a call at 224-768-8028 or visit them at their location on North Bank Lane. It's an experience your skin will thank you for.
We'd also like to say we're thankful for our Patreon supporters.
Otto, John C., Helen, Herrick, and J.M.